Hi, my name is Krista Hardebeck. I'm a former WTA pro tennis player and a Stanford women's tennis player. I started working with Paulo about at age 11. I wasn't very good when I first started with him. I was ranked about in the hundreds in Southern California, and we worked together many, many times a week, and he really whipped me into shape, not only providing me good guidance on my technical form, but also on the mental side of the game too. He helped set me up with Yonex, which I still play with over a decade later, and helped me get a killer backhand, which has always been noted as my best shot. I think one thing that's really special about Paulo is he's not only very knowledgeable about the game, but he also cares very deeply about the players that he works with. I'll always consider Paulo to be one of my second fathers. He would always come to my tournaments and really watch and criticize critique rather, not criticize, what I was doing and really help set me up for success. So every single match that I would play, I would get better in the next match. After working with him for just a little bit, I got into the top 10 in SoCal, which was a huge achievement, and eventually became #1 tennis player in the girls 16s and 18s in the United States, and moved on to be a top 30 player worldwide as a junior and 270 in the world WTA. Fortunately, Paulo left me during my high school tennis career, but with his influence and guidance from Brazil, I went on to go play at Stanford and won 2 national titles with my team. So I could go on forever, but I can just say Paulo is the absolute best coach that I could ever have asked for, both on and off the court.
Hi, my name's Jason Jung. I'm currently ranked 154 singles on the ATP World Tour. I'd like to talk a little bit about Paulo Alipio. He was my coach growing up. We started when I was about 6 years old to when I graduated high school. And he's been such a big influence on my life. I think growing up in the early years, the foundation for a tennis player is really important, and Paulo really helped me during those years, and I couldn't thank him enough for that. And I think he's a great coach, but more he was a great impact on life, and I think that's one of the biggest things in my career. I think where I've had success is learning from him, not only on the tennis court but off the tennis court. And I believe he will be of great help in any field that he goes into, especially the one he loves, tennis. Thanks.
Hey, my name is Andy Gerst. I'm a former Division I college tennis player and touring professional. Now I currently work at Tennis Warehouse as one of our gear experts and play testers. One of the most influential people in my life has been Paulo Alipio. When I was about 13, 14 years old, I switched over to him for him to become my tennis coach, and right then was where I made my biggest jump in my tennis game. I went from being a top 100 player in the Southern California division all the way to being a top 20 player in my age group and a top 50 player nationally. Not only did he help me with my tennis game, he's got extensive knowledge of stroke mechanics and just general strategy when it comes to tennis. He helped me take my game to the next level, but most of all, he became an influence in my life personally. Paulo makes you feel like part of his family, and he cares about his students just as much as he cares about his own family. And when I'm with him, I feel like I'm a part of that family. Paulo has helped me tremendously in my life, both in my tennis and my personal life, and I think he can do the same for you.
Hi, my name is J.R. Sarmiento. I'm 26 years old. I currently reside in Los Angeles, California. I began working with Paulo when I was about 11 years old. That was about 15 years ago. And yeah, while working with Paulo, I've reached #1 in the nation. I was a 5-star recruit going into college. I played tennis at UCLA, and in terms of professional, I currently coach high-performance junior athletes here in Southern California and touring professionals. Last year, I was a volunteer assistant coach at Cal State Fullerton, helped them reach their best record in school history. And early this year, I was actually the head coach for Whittier College, a Division III private institution here in California as well. Paulo and the Alipio family have been such impacts in my life. They've taught me so many skills and values that I carry with me till this day. And I really wouldn't be where I am had Paulo, Pedro, Fabio not been such huge parts of my life. So to the Alipio family, thank you. I am very grateful to you guys, and you guys are family to me. So thank you guys so much.